guys, Plain and Simple Man here, and I am the original gamer with the paper bag on his head. And if you guys don't know why I wear a paper bag on my head, go ahead and click the link down in the description below. Okay guys, now today I want to talk about the cycle of Call of Duty, which are things that happen every year at the same time with the game. Now, every November, a new Call of Duty is released to planet Earth, and after a week of playing the game, the lobbies are mysteriously filled with 10th prestiges, and people like myself that have somewhat of a life are barely at level 20 for crying out loud. But during this time, in social media outlets, the majority of the community hates the game and says it will never be as good as Call of Duty 4. But again, guys, these guys, as for as much as they hate the game, they too are at level 10 prestige. But quickly, December rolls around, and a new crop of Call of Duty gamers emerges, and they are referred to as the Christmas noobs by the so-called real Call of Duty community that waited in line for 9 hours to get the game at launch 1 month earlier. But many of the Christmas noobs, they too find their way to Prestige 10 by January. And by January, gamers continue to complain about Call of Duty, but now they take it to their favorite big YouTubers' channels to release some much needed tension. Big YouTubers break the game down with tips, tricks, and provide a comfort zone for the upset Call of Duty community to allow them a safe haven for all to vent on how bad the new game is. Maps are too small, maps are too big, it's running on the old game engine, we need dedicated servers, and the list goes on, and this continues until February. And by February, by now, the new map packs are out and the community is upset because the maps aren't good enough, even though the developers created maps to satisfy the spoiled, rotten community of Call of Duty gamers by giving them bigger maps, smaller maps, or even brand new weapons. It's still not good enough for the precious Call of Duty community. But downtime is ahead over the next month or two. Of course, even when Map Pack 2 comes out, the trend is the same as when Map Pack 1 came out. Everyone who hated last year's Call of Duty game, you know, the ones who said it was the worst Call of Duty game, now they begin to say, you know what, I played the game a couple of days ago for the first time in 5 months, and you know something? The game's not that bad after all. And that leads us to April and May. People forget right now about the current Call of Duty game because a newer Call of Duty is in the news. Big YouTubers begin to break down teaser trailers for weeks. Ah, look, a pine tree. It looks like a pine tree from Black Ops 2. That must mean we're getting a Black Ops 3. You know, that type of breakdown. But then the game developers release a ton of DLC that keeps our interest in full swing, and yes, it's usually skins and other useless items that of course cost money. After all, they have to release DLC because people are talking about the next game already, so they need to try to keep their game, the current Call of Duty game, relevant. And that's sad because we're not even in 6 months for crying out loud. Oh, and don't forget about the double XP. But by May and June, the third map pack is released, but nobody really cares because E3 is coming and the new Call of Duty will be talked about and revealed to the world in full detail. And once again, the big YouTubers will jockey for position to see which one will put out the first video talking about what we already figured out at E3. But we, the mice, marching to the sound of the Pied Piper, we're gonna watch and listen. And don't forget, even more useless DLC will be revealed to us, and of course it costs money. But here comes August and September where the fourth map pack is released, but nobody cares once again because the new Call of Duty is coming out in November, which is just a couple of months away. But wait guys, more DLC will be offered along with special edition controllers for the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 users featuring the next Call of Duty game theme. Wait a second guys, Control Freaks are on the way, and they're going to be given away by the big YouTubers with the next Call of Duty theme also engraved in them too, along with a DLC which features a new gun skin with the upcoming Call of Duty theme. So guys, once again, let's dig back into our pockets and buy that rare Arabian camo or that marijuana camo, or how about a spacesuit? Yeah, a spacesuit. That's nice. And then it's time, guys. And then it's time. November is here. The new Call of Duty is released. And the cycle continues, guys. And guys, remember, as always, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment here. Go ahead and click on my Twitch link down below too. And remember, guys, go ahead and you gotta give me a like, guys. You gotta go ahead and give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm Plain and Simple Man, and I am out of here.